Hi, let's talk about the case study. How the Google organized the knowledge and how the Facebook organized the knowledge. What about the Apple? Well, this is what we are going to figure out in this video. We'll try to understand that how Google organized their knowledge. Well, as you know that Mr. Page was a PhD student, and the topic was so vast that he has to share his idea with somebody. So he joined with Mr. Brian, and together they get deeper and deeper in this idea for 4 years until he get PhD. He keep on working on these ideas, but when the idea formed completely and they started business, I don't think they were in a position to start the same way as the Google looks like now. So what happened? What happened that the Asian professor who funded in the company for $100,000, he advised Mr. Page and Brian to hire a CEO. And this new CEO set a new path for Google, which bring them in a new track. So what happened that one team had the operational knowledge, a deep operational knowledge that how to build, and while organizing, while meeting other people who having a strong knowledge in a business management, they help them to establish a great enterprise. In the same way, if we look into Facebook, what happened? That no doubt that Mark Zuckerberg, he's a great programmer. But in the 2004, he wasn't in a position to develop a Facebook which looks like how it looks like now. People used to say, or some of the historians say, that if the Mark Zuckerberg bring the idea of Facebook, it's the Sean Parker who set the right path for a Facebook. So who was the Sean Parker? Well, Sean Parker joined the Facebook just after the registration of a company, just after 5 months after the registration of the company. And this is the person who has the previous business management knowledge, who managed Napster as a co-founder and sold it, who organized the fund for Facebook, who organized the structure, a growth structure, who organized the changing the name and marketing aspect of Facebook. Now, let's look into the Apple. What happened? See, there was a great hardware engineer, Steve Wozniak. He was in a computer club, a small computer club, who work on the creating a microprocessor and all. They were creating a kind of chips. So this person developed a chip, sort of a small computer, and presented his computer in a club. And there he met his old friend called Steve Jobs. And these two Steve get together. Steve Jobs saw the potential of this computer and proposed Steve Wozniak to work together. And finally, two other friends joined the project for manufacturing the more computer, and Steve Jobs remained in the commercial aspect, in the sales aspect of the Apple. So, do you see how the knowledge acquired by these successful entrepreneurs? In the same way, if you want to be a great entrepreneur, you don't need to have all the knowledge. What you need to have, that understanding of your product and services. What you need to have, that a vision and a belief on your idea. That's all you need to have. Once you have it, you can organize the knowledge within your network. Why within your network? Because it's very important that when we are setting up the stage for a successful company, we need to be surrounded by the people with harmony, with trust, with honesty. If we miss it, we could not make it. So this was the story of Google, Facebook, and Apple, how they acquire a knowledge, what they required on the right time, so they can climb up a great stair, a successful stair. This is what we need to focus in our entrepreneurship endeavor, in our entrepreneurship initiatives. So thank you again for watching this video. Again, see you in the next video.